What made you not want to have sex with a girl?
Oh, she smelled.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the scent.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was the worst story of my life. I almost fought her in the middle of that.
That means if you smell your coochie smell, I mean you fucking.
First of all, I think I might have already told the story here. I'm not sure, but I let my friends peer pressure me to trick me to think that I was smelling things wrong. When I knew the first 2 times that she came to my spot,
Fishy.
I smelled that. First of all, through the jean.
Ooh, that was BV.
How could you have ever let your friends trick you into?
Because the thing is,
That's
she
scary.
was so like she was.
Couldn't believe it.
1 to 10, she was a 10. So they're like, nah, bro, might have just been an off day. Or they're like, oh nah, you was just scared. Or you lying, she ain't really pull up. So I'm like, all right, bro, this is what we gonna do. I'm gonna have her and her friend pull up. I'm gonna do the whole test again. So I did the test again.
It was that bad?
Explain.
It was terrible. Like,
Explain the test.
so
Death.
I know the test.
The finger and the sniff.
So, but you can't. Yeah.
You know, he's just a little.
Nah, what I did,
You
like, you just
gotta
gotta let
touch your face?
you gotta let it air dry a little bit. So if it air
And it's
dry
sticky?
and it's no, if it air dry and it still smell crazy, you know that that's bad dope. But so I knew when my homie was over there with her friend, blah blah, whatever. They ended up leaving. Nobody did nothing. I was just touchy. I said, "Yo, you thought I was lying? All I did was this. I grabbed his face like this.
Oh
He
no.
said, yo, what the fuck, bro?"
I got a story, but
So I hit like about 7 months later.
You did hit?
Yeah, and I was lit, right? Lit.
But not the same time. He said 7 months.
No,
later.
7 months later, because after that, like, you know, I just fell back. But then we were all at this little house
So she
party
had a
at the
bad-
frat.
Mhm.
She was bad as hell, and then my home was like, "Yo, you gotta go." We all walking
Did she
back.
stink that day?
Did she stink? First of all, I was so mad because her roommate was bad as hell too, and I was like, "Yo," so I'm playing with this shit, right? Well, but I'm keeping our heads above the blanket, right? So you know what I'm saying? I'm like, "Yo, this might not be that bad. It might not be that bad."
Was it a quickie though?
Bro, there was no quickie. This was
Couldn't come.
I was so tight, like I almost like wanted to knock her head off. So now here's the worst part. The good thing is I hit it with a condom. So I put the condom on, so I slide in, but everything's still underneath the blanket. You feel me? So I'm like, all right, Reek, it's time to turn up. Like, you're already inside. You might as well, you know what I'm saying? So I took the blanket up so I could, like, you know what I'm saying, move her. Because we in that cuddle spooning position.
She don't know nothing.
When I say something, punch me in the face, I said, what the fuck is that?
Backdraft.
So I was like, all right, you know what? You already here. Just see it through. Just see it through. So I kept trying, and it got worse. It got so bad to the point where I stopped. And I looked, and I'm like, yo, this whole room smells crazy. And her roommate is, I know you're not asleep.
Damn.
There's no way you sleeping through this shit. Like,
She has embarrassment for the rest of her life.
I don't
People
give a
know that
fuck.
she
Say
stink.
her name.
You sure it wasn't her armpits?
No, it was no armpit, bro. This is
No,
the
because I knew
worst.
somebody who had BO crazy. And
This
it
is
didn't
the
change.
worst. I got so mad. Like, I was like, yo, what the fuck? I'm sitting there with my dick all out. Still hard, too. Hands kind of all wet and shit. I'm like, I'm tweaking this
Was
shit.
it clammy? Like, what did it feel
It was just like, I don't know what it was.
What did you say?
But she was bad.
Sometimes you gonna.
She was bad as shit. Like, yo, I'm not gonna lie. If I saw her today, depending on how she looks, it's been a long
like,
time.
damn, you fucking.
I'm like, hey, you bad as hell. Like, she is like, I would say she was probably one of my first real bad bitches. Like, one of my first real bad. I'm not
Probably
talking.
was everybody's first bad bitch, clearly. The way her pussy stank.
She probably
How
had
you
a couple.
smell like that? And then on top of that, I'm sorry, y'all. Like me, I don't know. Everybody say I got anxiety. But I just recall, like, I would just want to save myself from embarrassment. So if you know you smell like that, or if you know you have you need to save yourself from being the talk of the school, from being on the damn, you know, they used to have them websites when you in college. They be like, the pages on Facebook or MySpace where they talk mad shit. Like,
You was in college, man.
I had a friend that had body odor.
We had Instagram.
Whatever. I had a friend that had body odor, and when I tell you, she ended up on the site, and I was just like, "Damn, bro, I feel so bad." Like I was on the site for being the ratchet.
Didn't change.
Ain't shit changed about that. But she was on the site for having body. Like when I tell y'all, she funked up a whole club one time. And that was my friend. I was with her.
Teen
A
night.
gymnasium. A party at a gymnasium.
A club.
She got broken up with. At the door, he said, "Come get your shit." And I had to drive her there.
Yourself.
I had a silver Toyota Solara. The name was Bullet. Tinted out. Me and Bullet go to bring her to the me and Bullet bring her to the damn nigga house. And they liked each other at first. He was like, here go your shit at the door. She came back crying like Friday.
Tell her she stoned.
I wasn't gonna say shit.
You couldn't be direct with your friend?
We was freshman and sophomore in college. I ain't telling you. You ain't my best friend.
I've never had.
We just road dogs.
Like, nah, you know you.
Pussy stink, but like, how do you say that?
You'd be like, your pussy stink.
No, but
Yeah.
now.
How does a guy tell a girl like,
Yo, you got
your pussy's
Well,
rocking?
now with my best friends and stuff, we will smell each other. We'll be like,
Wait.
no, me and my friends will smell each other now. Like, bitch, am I tripping?
She's like,
Do they touch it to smell it?
Hello.
Mind your business, okay? But me and my bitch is mad tight
she
now.
scratch her nose.
We mad tight. If my friend really is like, bitch, I'm about to like, we'll check each other.
Like,
The moment of silence was crazy.
Is it a nose test or is it a
You know
finger
what? Maybe I'm
test?
Is it a
talking too
taste
much.
test?
Just forget I said anything.
Is it a nose test or a finger test?
Or
It's
tongue.
both.
Say the tongue.
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
And some of y'all, but
I
some
feel
of
like
y'all,
I'm being OD judged right now.
some of y'all boxes be like,
Hey, smell my pit. Like, hey, bitch,
Nah,
should I go on this date?
and she's like, but like some of y'all be smelling good till the shit get popping, and out of nowhere it's like, whoa, like 10 minutes in, it's 10 minutes. It's
I don't
starting
know.
to leak
See,
out.
It's the buttermilk.
I don't
the
know.
buttermilk?
Like, I just don't.
And the grease.
I don't know. I don't think
Vegetable
that
oil.
you should have. I don't really think that an odor. I feel like if you have an odor, there's something wrong. You have either an STD or BV.
HPV.
Honestly,
See, listen, I had a traumatic experience, and that was a 10. So anything is better than that. So the 10 was that, like, what?
She was bad. A 10.
No.
smell.
I said
An
the
exterior
smell level
10.
was a 10.
Oh, the 10.
No, I
Jesus.
see, it was a 10. Like that story I told you, she was a 10. There's nothing in this life.
Oh, that means
Yeah.
he's built resistance.
So I could go to level 4, occasionally 5 if I'm drunk. I might not even be
so
paying
was it like
attention.
fish or was it like sewage?
It was
Like
like-
the bottom of a
It
dumpster.
was like, all right, you ever lived in an apartment where they had a garbage chute?
Yeah.
You ever know, like, when in the summer, when they don't change the garbage chute?
Damn.
It smelled like hot garbage, hot dog water,
No.
penny. I like
Pennies.
it was
Hot dog water pennies.
like it was the worst, and fish. Like it was the worst thing I could
I
have.
can't imagine that.
It was like a dead corpse.
I can't imagine that.
It was like a dead corpse. I'm like, yo, something is rotten. Like this is not okay.
Some people just don't know how to clean themselves.
Wait, what? The nut is rotten.
Not if
No,
you
but
got,
like,
not if
yeah,
you got
like-
90-day sperm up in there.
Doesn't stay in a
90 days
vagina.
sperm?
And
No, it's just 90
Let me tell you
different
something.
sperms. That's
No, I don't think it's always
90
that.
different sperms.
Some people are uncircumcised. It depends on if they're having unprotected sex. I think sometimes maybe some people are allergic to condoms and they don't know it. And when you're younger, you don't know how to take care of yourself.
Wait.
And then, for example, no, I'm just saying these can be
Makes you
some
smell.
absolutely the bacteria inside the when you pull the skin back, when you pull the sweater back, when you pull the sweater
what
skin,
is going on?
the
right
turtleneck.
now?
When you show the turtleneck,
I'm sorry.
Jada, you got a
having
problem
little
with
crumbs.
you don't like guys who's uncircumcised or
that's just
circumcised?
that's just.
Yo, I can't. This is crazy. Circumcised
You
or
see how I got
uncircumcised?
wrinkles in my neck? Like, you see how I got wrinkles? Like, imagine like something being on top of my wrinkles, and then I'm just running out
The force.
in the rain
Wait.
on a hot summer day.
Laser over
And then
your head.
after hours, I decide I want to release my wrinkles. I'm not making fun of anybody that's not a circum. I'm just saying there's gonna be a funk.
See how I
The
got
funk has
wrinkles on
built
my
up.
neck?
So you gotta make sure the funk is you gotta
Right, you like Jada. You gotta stretch your neck.
and blow it.
You gotta stretch your neck
You
to
gotta
clean your neck.
stretch it. I gotta get in the crowd with a toothbrush. You gotta get in there with a toothbrush. That's gotta be how they do it. I'm just trying to defend my women.
Of course. You know she's just coming for the men with the 14 hairs because
No.
we're talking about stink vagina.
Because we can't never
Then
talk
we go
about
to front to bike.
talk about the men on our.
You could talk about it.
Let's talk
front
about
to
y'all
bike.
crusty ass feet. All of that. We gonna start getting on the men.
Oop.
I ain't never seen men feet be toe up. Rico,
The
this
menu.
ain't about you.
The menu dates feet.
I was about to say, Rico, I think you
Hello?
have nice feet.
Hey,
I'm not
I'm
sure.
over here too.
I'm sorry, I ain't never seen your
You,
feet.
you don't got to. You
And
said
mine was
Rico.
ashy today, so just don't say too much.
You said Rico, so throw me in there, Romeo.
Romeo, you got nice feet, baby. This ain't about you.
Okay.
But men feet be
Wait,
toe
whose
up.
feet? Whose feet? That's because y'all want
Men
them.
feet,
Y'all
we
want
be
them
at the
NFL
beach.
players. He running in cleats
Yes.
17 hours a day.
These high quality
Look
men,
like this and flat.
the toes be eating up the sandal. The sandal be like just
You said the high qualities.
the high quality. The men that think they just above everybody, they toes be like, what's that song?
What you trying to sing, girl?
I'm telling y'all, we got to get on the guys for a second. What else? What else?
All right, look, I want.
Okay,
I'm
fine.
not gonna lie. I hate seeing guy feet. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, I don't even want to know.
I hate guy feet.
I
hate
got
guy
beautiful
feet.
toes. So.
And I hate cheap boxers. That's another
Marie
conversation.
said, calm down.
Cheap boxers.
Where's cheap
I do.
Them little fake
Marie said,
cheap
"I know
boxers.
you, you need
Wait,
to relax."
You talking about uncircumcised men,
And cheap boxers.
Cheap boxers, the little fake silk ones. They be that cheap silk.
dirty gooches,
Uh-huh.
and messed up feet.
Okay, that's it. No, let's leave it at that. Don't come for me. I feel like you about to reverse it.
No, I'm just
we about to reverse?
Okay, yeah. I thought he looked like he was about to put a
It's
Uno
about to be
reverse.
Uno.
Nah, I just-
Okay.